Hey, y'all, I wanted to share with y'all a few tips today. Whenever you have your ingredients all measured out and ready to go, have everything out, the French call this process mise en place. Basically, it means having everything in its place. And I want to encourage you to do this because it actually makes you a more efficient cook and it makes the process of cooking very, very easy. I also want to encourage you to get you a set of these bowls because they are lifesavers when you're cooking. Now you may say, well, that's a lot of stuff to have, a lot of bowls to have all your stuff in, and I got to clean all of this stuff up, and I don't want to wash all of these dishes or whatever, but I want you to think about it a little differently. I want you to think about that you've got everything in place and now you're just going to go through a process of dumping your stuff, dumping the dry ingredients in one bowl and then mixing the wet ingredients together and then dumping the wet into the dry. It literally makes you a more efficient cook. And I want to encourage you that once you learn how to do this process, this mise en place process, by having everything out, you'll also learn to clean as you go. So after you get through with mixing all of this together and putting your cornbread in the oven, you can do one or two things. You can wash all of these dishes by hand and be done with it while your cornbread is cooking, or you can put all of these dishes in the dishwasher and have your dishwasher ready to go. But you can clean your surface off and all you're waiting on is your cornbread or your cookies or your cakes or your roast or whatever to come out of the oven and your kitchen is still clean. Those are the two tips that I wanted to give you, but I wanted to show you how this is literally done. In this big bowl, I have a cup of flour. This is a cup of cornmeal. I have 2 eggs. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have 4 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. I have a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. I have a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I have 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And I have a cup and a half of buttermilk / sour milk that I made out of real milk. And I just squeezed lemon in it because I didn't have buttermilk. But my cornbread recipe actually calls for a cup and a half of buttermilk. This is a cup and a half of regular milk with 2 tablespoons of lemon squeezed in it. So what you do is you dump all dry ingredients in one bowl, mix those together, then you dump the eggs and the melted butter together inside the milk, and then you dump the wet into the dry, stir for a few minutes, and you're ready to put it in your cast iron skillet. In this case, I'm making muffins. Put it into my muffin pans and bake your bread at 425. If you're making muffins, 15 to 20 minutes. If you're making cast iron skillet pan of cornbread, it's 20 to 25 minutes. But the trick is mise en place. Have everything in place every single time you cook. It will make you a more efficient cook. Trust me on this, y'all. This is the thing 20, 30, 40 years ago that improved my cooking. I am actually this time going to leave a link to these bowls because I think everybody ought to have these bowls in their kitchen, baby. I'm going to leave a link to these bowls in the description. I want y'all to get y'all these bowls and just start practicing mise en place. Every time you get a recipe, read through the recipe and start measuring out your ingredients. Make sure you have everything. Start measuring out your ingredients. And baby, it's going to make you a more efficient cook, okay? All right. That's the tip that I got for y'all today. I'm Val Taylor. Y'all go out and make it a great day. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye now.